This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Use the code AFTV for 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com.
Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got James B with me. 2-0 loss to Liverpool at the Emirates. The last thing we spoke about on Matchday Live, and it's kind of what stuck with me, is the fact that we haven't scored against Liverpool this season at all. Does that highlight how much we need a striker?
Yeah, I mean, we know we need a new striker. We know we need quality in midfield as well. But I thought today Arsenal made a good account of themselves. It's not so much just the striker, it's also having the cutting edge. You know, a lot of our best football, while we played some really nice football out the back and we beat their press a few times, a lot of our main chances came from Martinelli's good work, his individual quality and magic, which we're used to, which I thought Luis Diaz would be doing all night, Mane would be doing all night. And in fairness, we marshalled them pretty well in that sense. When we did have those openings, we did create those moments for us, something was lacking in the box, whether it's the cutback, whether it's the run, whether it's something. And then they get that one opportunity with pretty much the same move, same angle, and they take it. And that's world class left back in Andy Robertson feeding not world class player Firmino, but you know we know how good he's been over the years, how important he's been to a world class Liverpool side over the last 5-6 years. So they took their chances and then grabbed control of the game. I thought there were things to like though from Arsenal's perspective.
Yeah, it's small margins, isn't it, from this Arsenal? It's small margins, and obviously Liverpool they've got the quality there. But we don't seem too far from what you saw performance against Man City and Liverpool with this Arsenal side.
Look, we still played Liverpool and City 6 times and lost every single one, except for a draw at Anfield. But the point is, we haven't won any of those games. So that is a concern. It's a young team that lacks real quality in key areas. The one thing I'd say is I felt Arsenal were near their best tonight in terms of like what we were trying to throw at Liverpool, some of the football we were playing out the back or whatever, and they just had an answer for it because they're very good. Whereas Liverpool, I always felt could go up a few gears. But I thought we defended well. Actually, I'll throw in one more slight little criticism. I don't think it was Saka's best game. I said it at half-time on the live show, that I felt he was the one who didn't really look quite at it. And then obviously it's a mistake for the second goal. You get rid, you know that they like to press, you know that they like to counter press, win that ball high up the pitch and then go at you. So it was really poor for that second goal.
Is Saka allowed to have one of those games though?
Of course he is. But we still mention it. It's Arsenal Football Club. There's a standard, and we still mention it. That was poor.
So
and his game today wasn't great. We mentioned Aaron Ramsdale. Right, yeah. Now, I mentioned at half-time that one of the tactics was Cedric pushing up really high, and when White, Gabriel and Tierney were shuffling across to cover those runs that Thiago finds Jota in. Now, what's disappointing is actually the percentages would tell you that let him have a shot in that area because Ramsdale should deal with it, and he doesn't. And I thought he was going to cross it in the box. He didn't. He went for goal. So that's poor from Ramsdale. But let's get on some of the positives. In terms of Ramsdale, I thought his distribution was superb today. Some of the passes into midfield, the passes over the tops of Martinelli, class. Thomas Partey, what a player. What a player. He came up against probably the best pressing team in the world today, and he was able to play his football the way he would. Class. Martinelli, gave Trent a torrid time.
Oh, wow.
Now, that's not that Trent had a good game, because Trent having a good game is creating chances, pinging balls over the top, and he did that still. But defensively, was made to work really hard by Martinez, so that was brilliant. I thought Xhaka had a good game. Yeah. I thought Xhaka looked after the ball really well, kept things ticking, was combative in midfield, was like playing on the edge, but in a good way. I thought White did well, but again, does he cover enough for that goal? Maybe not.
Word on Cedric?
Yeah, Cedric did fine. Look, I think you can only pick out a couple bad moments and then 1 or 2 not so great performances. Generally, I thought Arsenal were fine. What have we learned tonight from Arsenal? Probably what we knew, which is that over the last 3-4 months, Arsenal have developed into a perfectly good side, one that is favourites for top 4 for a reason. Because Tottenham caused Liverpool more problems, but Liverpool weren't as good back then. They're much more effective on the counter. They got players for that. Arsenal took the game to Liverpool. Not saying Tottenham didn't, but I'm just saying Arsenal tonight took the game to Liverpool, and at times looked like they could go punch for punch. Maybe lacked quality, maybe lacked experience, maybe lacked the age and the experience that Liverpool have. They do have very experienced players who've been doing it for a long time now. So you can see why Arsenal are being talked about finally as a team that can genuinely finish in the top 4 and that are in the driving seat. But still a way to go. This will be a big win for United and Liverpool, United and Spurs fans. They'll be very happy. So we respond against Villa. If we do that, then I think we chalk this off as just another learning curve. We're not expected to do anything against Liverpool this season, but if we keep beating the Leicesters, keep beating the Wolves, keep beating those teams that are banana skins, but we've been beating, then we should be fine. And Villa's another one of those. So to Ramsdale and the team, keep your heads up. You know, we all love you. And I heard the Emirates at the end after the final whistle chanting and praising the team. And hopefully they take the good from this and respond again on Saturday. They've been responding, Turkish have been making that point, they've been responding really well all season, so do it again.